Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Eve the Empress Oracle. We're going to go ahead and do the career and finance reading today. Okay, so this is going to pertain specifically to your financial matters, money matters, work matters, things like that. All right, that's the topic that we're going to be focusing on. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. You pick whichever pile you're drawn to. I popped some crystals on there for you to help you choose it, for those of you that like that. Each crystal has a different hue of green because green is associated with money. So I try to keep it all the same theme. But you pick whichever pile you are most drawn to. The timestamp will be in the description box below. As always, I thank you all for tuning in, for joining me, supporting me on this channel. It's greatly appreciated. And for those of you that are new, consider subscribing if you have not done so. That allows you to see when I post new videos. I do post a new video every Sunday. That is the schedule for now. So every Sunday morning, there's a new video posted for you. And each week I try to change the theme. All right. I do ask that you please leave me a comment if this message resonates with you. Let me know how things are playing out. That feedback is greatly appreciated. Like if you connected with this message and you'd like to see more of these, and consider sharing my channel with family and friends because there may be messages here for them as well. All right. And if you would also like to book a personal reading to get your messages and answers to your questions pertaining specifically to you and your situation, you may contact me. My email's in the description box below, or you can reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. I have that platform to connect with my viewers there as well. All right. So pick your pile and we're going to go ahead and get started. For those of you who chose pile 1, this is your message. Okay, we're starting with the Law of Attraction and Money Oracle. And you have the number 19, which in numerology simplifies to a 10. Okay, so this is all about a completion of something, an ending of something. All right, and then 10 also gets simplified to a 1. So where there's an ending, there is a new beginning. Because ones are all about new beginnings. So you may be at a point in your life where you are ending a cycle of something, feeling like you should be letting go of something, moving on from something, feeling like you need to start something new. Okay, or some new opportunities may be presenting themselves to you. All right, so the card reads, the better it gets, the better it gets. When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune your vibrational tuner to more positive aspects of everything. And of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well. But as you are deliberately looking for positive aspects in yourself or in others, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets. For you, get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. So this is basically saying, in simple summarized terms, is that as if you've been following me here on this channel for quite a while, my saying is, what I've been taught is, what are you focusing on? Like, focus on what you're focusing on. If you're constantly thinking about something negative, then that is what you're going to attract. And if you're seeking out the good in something, you're focusing on the good and the positive and the potential, then that is what you are attracting. So you really need to pay attention to those thoughts. That is how the law of attraction works. So it's telling you, the better that your thinking gets, the better that your physical world around you will get as well, because your thoughts are becoming things. Okay. So like I said, if you're focusing on the negative, then that's what you're going to attract. So try your best to focus on the positive, because the more improved and positive your thinking gets, then the 3D world around you will follow. All right. Now from the Robin Wood Tarot here, you have the 2 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so there may be a lot of feminine energy around you, or you yourself may be a woman, or you may be dealing with a lot of women at this time. But like I said, there is you're at this time where you need to make a choice. You're torn between two things. And like I said, with the numerology in the beginning of this reading with the card number 19, there is a cycle ending and a new beginning. And maybe you may be stuck between there. You may be having a feeling as something is no longer serving its purpose, or if you should venture out to do something else, if you should take this new opportunity that has arose. You know, you have a choice. You're a bit conflicted whether to end a chapter of your life and to open a new chapter. You're in between. You're right there. You don't know whether to stay, whether to go. All right, you don't know whether to continue to do what you're doing or step out the box and do something new. So right now you are in this indecisive energy, or you were in the past in this indecisive energy, having to make a choice, having to make a decision. All right, for some of you there may be two options for you, and one may seem more practical, more logical. One may seem more easier because it's similar to what you've been doing. It's what you know. It's what you're comfortable with. All right. And the other may make you step out of your comfort zone. It may be something that you actually are a little more passionate about, that it makes you feel like you have that zest for life again, that you will enjoy and love doing what you do in regards to finances and work and how you go about making your money. You know, it will no longer be just about chasing the dollar. It will be something that you actually have a passion for, rather than a mundane job that you just do to pay the bills. But with that new adventure, that new passion, that new opportunity, since it's unfamiliar, it may be scary. You may have some worries about it. You may have your reservations about it. You know, it's not what you are used to, and it may force you to step out your comfort zone. It may force a move, or for you to do something that you were not used to doing previously. So all in all, what I am seeing here is you have a decision to make. All right, this Queen of Swords energy, you have these two queen energies, and these are the energies that I'm getting from you. Okay, this is the energy from you that you may be having right now. The Queen of Swords may indicate that you are an air sign or have air in your chart. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And at the same time, you have the Queen of Wands here, which may indicate that you may be a fire sign or that you have fire in the chart. Because remember, we are more than just our one zodiac sign. We have ascending sign, our sun sign, which is the traditional zodiac sign, moon sign. And you guys may also have stelliums in your birth chart, which is when you have 3 or more planets grouped together in one sign. All right. So that may be a big impact for you as well. All right. Or these may be the routes, the decision. All right. The Queen of Swords represents cutting through the BS, seeing things clearly, being very logical. Okay. Being very practical, planning, organization, things like that. Okay. Then the Queen of Wands is passion, action, movement, creativity, thinking more about, not so much in your head as with the Queen of Wands, where she's more in her head than in her heart. She's being more realistic, more practical, not really following her dreams, but more of, okay, if planning, organizing. Where the Queen of Wands is more, let's do this, passionate, creative, thinking more with the heart than with the head, you know, about what feels good, what drives her, what brings her to life, what makes her feel good. And this is also a new beginning because we have the sun here, you know, and it's all about fruition. All right. So you may have to choose between these two roads in your career, or in these two jobs that have this, where one may be more practical, you know, you get these types of benefits, you know, that this will be a more steady job, a little more dependable, more logical. This is the better thing for you. It's comfortable. You don't have to step out of your comfort zone, things like that. Whereas the other job may be more creative. I'm getting here maybe even a new business, you know, that's just taking off. So you may be skeptical about if it's going to be successful or not. But with this job, it's something that you really love doing. It's something that you're passionate about. It's something that you can be creative, that you will enjoy doing. You're not just doing it to do it, you know, but at the same sense, there's not that security there. You know, it's not like that security, that foundation, all that stuff isn't established. So you feel like you're taking a gamble, or you're unsure what, you know, will happen if you take that job, because you may have to move, you may have to travel, and that's something that you may not be 100% comfortable with. So it's a big decision that you need to make at this time in regards to your finances. Now, there is no right or wrong, because we don't have any negative cards here. It's just about you and your perception. What is it that you want to do? Are you okay living the regular mundane 9 to 5 just to get $1 type of job? Or do you want to do something that steps out of the box, that will ignite your passion, that you're happy about and you're excited about every day, but may make you feel a little uncomfortable because it's new? We always fear new and the unknown, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. So that is the predicament that you are in at this time. You're stuck between two things. Now you have the energy oracle, and it says journey number 2. Again, you have 2 2s here. So again, this is talking about the indecisiveness, having to choose between the two, having a decision. And for those of you too that I'm getting, this is really a finance reading, a work reading, but I'm getting the message for you too that maybe you guys have to choose between 2 people. That may also apply to your life, whether it's romantic or not. You may have to make a choice between 2 people, and it may be between a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, but it's telling you that there's a journey. So what you should do is the one that's going to allow you to travel, the one that's going to help you grow. You only stay as stagnant as you allow yourself. So you never know what you're capable of unless you take a chance on yourself. Okay, and to wrap this up, this is my personal deck. I do have a few decks available for sale. If you're interested, you can contact me at the email or on one of my Facebook or Instagram pages where I have some more details about the decks. Okay, so your card is hostile work environment. Try to keep your peace. So you may be having some issues at your current position, your current work environment, which may be putting you in this position where you're like, you know what, it may be time for me to go. I'm tired of this. I need to move on. And that's probably why you're at the end, like you feel like you're at the end. And this may be a cycle that you need to close. Like I said, you're at the end of a chapter, the end of a cycle. Now it's up to you if you're going to continue that cycle or if you're going to move on to a new chapter. The choice is yours. You have free will. And this may be the influence that has you thinking this. You know, maybe if things were more peaceful at work, more understanding, more flexible, then, you would stay. Or you wouldn't be thinking about greener pastures or thinking about, working somewhere else. But the truth of the matter is, things are a little hostile at work. You don't feel you're receiving the full support. You're not feeling appreciated. With the Queen of Swords here, you may even be dealing with some people that are not being 100% honest with you. They may have ulterior motives. They may not be giving you the full picture. And that's why you're having to step into this energy of cutting through the BS. Getting that clarity, finding the truth. Cutting those chains off so that you can move forward. And tap into the creative side, to reawaken your creativity, to step into a position or a job that would bring you happiness, that will bring you peace of mind, a place that will offer that peace, where you don't feel hostile or you don't feel resentment or anger or any type of negative feelings about with the coworkers or management or any of that stuff. So it's up to you. You have the ultimate say in this. You choose how this chapter will end. So you really need to think about what it is that you want to do. So I hope this is the message that you needed to hear. If it was, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And until next time, many blessings. For those of you who chose Pile 2, this is your message. Okay, we're starting with the Law of Attraction and Money Oracle. And you have the number 47. And it says, my career is one of creating a joyful life experience. If your dominant intent is to feel joy while you are doing the work, your triad of intentions, freedom, growth, and joy, will come quickly and easily into alignment. See your career as one of creating a joyful life experience. You are not a creator of things or a regurgitator of what someone else has created, or a gatherer of stuff. You are a creator, and the subject of your creation is your joyful life experience. That is your mission. That is your quest. That is why you're here. All right, so this is basically saying like a career is whatever you make it. It's not in the traditional sense of, the definition of in the dictionary. Your career, your lifelong journey, what you're working on every day, those terms can be applied, but instead of your career being, a childcare provider or a banker or construction or, any of those, traditional titles, your career is creating. You're here to create. You're here to create a joyful experience for your life. So this is also to help you change your perspective. Are you working on towards doing something that feels joyful and brings you happiness? Or are you working and trying to start a career or maintain your career? Or if you're already established, your career focus is something that's just bringing in the money, helping you with that financial stability, that job security, or is it something that you truly enjoy? You need to change that that perception of what career means to you. Okay. Now we are going with the Robin Wood Tarot here. You have the Sun. Yeah, that's all about being happy. Happy things. The Seven of Wands. And the Six of Wands. All right. So the Sun can represent a new beginning, a child, the birth of something new. But it also represents happiness, like we just mentioned. Are you happy in what you're doing? All right, but I am seeing some conflict here. Like maybe someone is being argumentative with you, trying to give you some pushback. Maybe you are starting a new venture here. You're trying to start something new and you're not getting the support that you need. Instead, you're getting pushback because you're not living up to their expectation, whoever they are to you. Whether it's co-workers, family, friends, whatever, parents, things like that. So you're getting pushback from someone or a few people because you're trying to focus on your happiness. But you're not here to please anybody else but yourself. They don't need to be on the same page as you. They don't need to understand why this thing makes you happy or why this is what you want to pursue. You can try to make them understand. You can try to explain yourself, but in the end, you don't have to do that. You can if you want to, if you feel that will help them understand. But if you do those things, you know, you try to say your piece, you try to explain it to them, like, this is what I enjoy, this is my passion, and they're just not getting it, that doesn't mean that you're wrong. Everyone is on different paths. And if they can't understand and be supportive of you, then you just need to let them go or not let them be part of this new journey. You know, so you need to not focus so much on what they're saying or how they're reacting. You need to focus on your happiness. You're creating your happiness. So don't allow anything negative in. Don't allow anyone else's demands or expectations damper that. All right. And then you also have here the 6 of Wands. So whatever this combativeness is, whatever this pushback is from other people, whatever this resistance is from other people, you definitely have the upper hand here. You are going to see victory. You are going to gain recognition. This is the card of recognition and rewards. And this card also is one of meeting that oppression, that resistance, that combativeness, but you have the upper hand. You're above it all, and you need to maintain that position there. So just focus on the things that you want. All right, and then you have the Sun card and then the Sun symbol there as well. So you may be a Leo, or you may be dealing with a Leo individual, or this can also just be reminding you to kind of hone into some of those Leo qualities, which is that of confidence, that of strength, all right, that of feeling like you're in power. You know, the king of the jungle. You know what you want. You're going to be happy. You're going to achieve it, and nothing is going to be able to stop you. And that is the mindset that you need to keep at this time. All right. Whenever you're doing something right, there's always some blowback. There's always some pushback. Everyone does not always support you along your journey, and it doesn't matter what journey you're on. There's always some type of resistance because it's change. As humans, we are naturally resistant to change. We want to be in our comfort zone. We want to be comfortable. We want to stick with what we know because we fear the unknown. We fear the change. But there's nothing to fear there. So you have the cards here. You have 2 very positive cards here showing that you will overcome it. You will be happy. You will be successful. You will be victorious. All right. And then with the energy oracle here, you have door to spirit. All right. And 32 simplifies down to 5, which represents change. 5 is the number of change. All right. And door to spirit. So this is telling you if you're feeling any struggles about something, you're feeling indecisive about something, you're unsure on how to handle maybe this negativity, or, you know, the resistance or the pushback, or, you know, just the comments and stuff from your family or your friends, you know, talk to spirit. Talk to your guides, talk to your ancestors, angels, you know, make sure you're praying, meditating, whatever higher belief you know is for you, because everyone is different. you know, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, the ascended masters, you know, whoever or whatever that higher power is to you, make sure you're trying to make that connection. Make sure that you're trying to speak to them. Ask for answers, ask for guidance, ask for help, and it will come. It will come. All right. Then to wrap this up with my deck, you have your hard work and dedication is noticed. And that goes right hand in hand with this Six of Wands here, because that is the card of recognition and rewards. So you have been working hard. You have been struggling, sacrificing, you know, and you may have thought that it was going unnoticed or unappreciated, but no, you are. And that's why you're going to be victorious. That's why you're going to have a good outcome, regardless of the pushback and the resistance and whatever challenges it is that you are facing now. That is just temporary. The breakthrough is coming and is right around the corner. So don't give up 5 minutes before your blessing. All right. So remember, you are a creator. You're here to create a joyful life experience. And in the cards, it's showing that you will have a successful outcome. So believe it, claim it. And until next time, many blessings. For those of you who chose group 3, this is your message. Okay, we're going to start with the Law of Attraction and Finance Oracle. And you have the number 43. Rather than complaining, I will focus on positive aspects. All right, and 43 simplifies into 7. 7 is about confusion, about a lot of choices, about having to make a decision, fearing making the wrong decision. Okay, so that may be a big focus on you. You may be overwhelmed with choices or paths, roads, things like that. Okay, 7 also is lucky, spirituality, inner and travel and art. All right. So you just take what applies to you. But the card reads, when you focus upon lack in an attitude of complaining, you establish a vibrational point of attraction that only gives you access to more thoughts of complaint. Your deliberate effort to tell a new story will establish a new pattern of thought, providing you with a new point of attraction from your present, about your past and into your future. The simple effort of looking for positive aspects will set a new vibrational tone that will begin the immediate attraction of thoughts, people, circumstances, and things that are pleasing to you. So what are you focusing on? Have you been complaining? You know, be honest with yourself. Have you been complaining? Everyone is going through challenges, and depending on when you decide to watch this video, at this time that I'm recording it, it most definitely is a very challenging time in the world. Everyone is going through struggles with, you know, the pandemic and how everything is going on. Homeschooling, being cooped up in the house, not being able to do their normal activities, fearing about health and well-being, and all the bickering and back and forth regarding the politics and who's president, who cheated. All this nonsense that's going on in the world just sets that negative vibrational tone, you know, for the collective, regardless on what it is that you believe. There's a resistance out there no matter what side you're on, and that is what is bringing a lower vibration to the general world, the general collective. But you have to be able to pull yourself out of that. You have to be able to not take part in that. You are entitled to your beliefs. You're entitled to your opinions. However, don't get caught up in arguing with someone or feeling like you need to defend your point of view to someone who is closed-minded and not willing or wanting to see that there may be another side to the story, that there may be another way to look at things. you know, the belief that maybe they are wrong. Some people are just stubborn, and it's like, if you don't believe what I believe, then you're wrong. And they're entitled to feel that way. It doesn't make them right, but you need to not focus on that and get consumed with that type of mentality that many people are in today. So rather than complaining, rather than focusing in on the negative, rather than focusing on those who don't agree with you or don't support you, focus on the positive aspects. You are alive. You are healthy. Currently, you have some type of device to watch this video. You also have internet to watch this video. So rather than being consumed with the negative things that you see portrayed on the news and all the nonsense on social media, look up something funny, something joyous to you, something that can shift that. Even if it gives you just a little chuckle, it's better than being angry all the time. Focus on the positive aspects, the positive things. And those are just a few things that you can be positive. I'm sure if you really think about it, there's many more. But if nothing else, you're alive, you're well, you have some type of electronic device, you have access to the internet, and with those two tools, that gives you the ability to search something positive, to give your attention to something positive, something better. Whether it's self-educating, like I said, finding something funny to watch or look at, or funny memes or something, funny videos. You know, simple little things like that make all the difference. So focus on the positive, okay? Now, with the Robin Hood Tarot here, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Wands. And you have the Chariot. All right, and I told you that that first card simplified to a 7, so you have 2 7s. All right, you may be dealing with a Cancer, some Cancer zodiac sign, or you may have Cancer in your chart, or they do. But right now your main focus is that of your finances, which goes hand in hand here with this financial career reading. Your main focus is your finances, that stability, that security, feeling good, feeling safe, that good, strong foundation, that financial foundation. All right. And that is what your mind is focused on. Is that of earthly matters, your pentacles, your money, your career, your values, anything of values. Okay, so maybe there may have been a change or a halt in something, or things weren't going the way that you wanted to, which has led you more to the negative side and complaining and not seeing the light or the positivity in a situation. But all of that is changing. All right, you have the Eight of Wands here, which is quick, fast communication. So you will be getting some type of news, some type of update. There will be some type of big, swift change regarding your finances, and it is for the better, because then you have the Chariot card, and the Chariot card is all about moving ahead. Okay, triumph, being triumphant, moving ahead, full speed ahead. Okay, but the only challenge here with the Chariot card is that your energy can be conflicted. You can be butting heads with yourself. You can be attempting to be positive, but then you can also be pessimistic at the same time. That's what the white and black horse here symbolizes. That's what the yin and yang symbol here symbolizes, the black and the white, the complete, total opposites. And you see how their heads are drifting apart, how they're not, their heads are not straight. They're going in opposite directions. All right, but then you have the person controlling it, playing the harp, keeping the harmony, keeping, trying to keep them focused. That's you. You need to keep yourself focused. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't get distracted. Don't go left field. Stay focused on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And even though something negative may happen, or something that there may be a challenge or a roadblock or two, don't let that deter you off your path. Don't let that throw you so far off that you're not seeing the positive, that you're not recognizing your blessings. Because things are changing for the better here. But you can block your blessings. Something can be a blessing, and if you're blocking it or not being receptive of it, you can block your own blessing. So make sure that you're being receptive of it, that you're open to the good, positivity, to the blessings, to being optimistic. Don't allow yourself to be torn between two and going two completely different ways, because then they're canceling each other out. The good won't win and the bad won't win. They're canceling each other out, and you're going to stay stagnant. You're not going to go anywhere until you pick a side, until you choose a side to move forward. Okay? So your challenge here is to stay in alignment, stay focused. But there is blessings coming in. There's some type of good, positive news to help excel you regarding your finance or career. Can be a job offer or some news regarding a job, that's going to give you that boost, that's going to help that shift. But it's up to you if you're welcoming it or resisting it. Okay, now with the energy oracle here, you have walking away. The number 27. Which goes down to a 9. So there may be some type of ending here, or you had some type of ending, or this is simply telling you to walk away from the negativity, as I mentioned earlier in this video. Walking away from the drama, walking away from the conflict, no longer getting engaged and entertaining, that type of foolishness that is of lower vibration. It's not your job to try to get someone to understand your point of view. It's not your job to convince somebody to think how you think, and vice versa. You have your beliefs, you have what it is that you want to work on, and that's all that should matter to you. Not what other people are doing, not what other people are saying. And you need to be able to be strong enough to walk away from that. Walk away from the social media for a few days, for a few hours, or whatever. Your life isn't going to stop if you're not always consumed with that stuff. If someone is constantly on there saying negative things, depressing things, all that self-loathing and stuff, then maybe you just need to delete that person. Maybe they shouldn't be on your news feed and things like that. Because that's bringing you into that lower vibration. You need to be able to put certain things to a halt, certain things to a stop, so that you can keep your inner peace, so you can stay on path. Not allow yourself to get distracted by the petty nonsense. Okay? Then career, with the career and finances, to sum this up here, you have be more disciplined with saving money. So you need to really hone in on this power of the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, she's all about her money, her finances, being stable, being secure, having that foundation, something to fall back on. So maybe you just need to focus a little more on saving. If someone is draining you of your finances or encouraging you to spend more than you know you should, then you just need to be a little more disciplined with how you're spending money. Focus on what you're spending money on. Are you only spending money on the necessities? Or are you spending out, eating out all the time, going shopping all the time, spending frivolously when, if you cut back on a little bit, you can actually save some money. You could put some money in your savings. You can save for a rainy day. You can actually have more than you think you do if you weren't constantly spending it on stuff that you're not even really paying attention to, that's not really bringing you any satisfaction during the end of the day. So really do a reflection on what you're spending money on. Is there anything you can cut back on so that you can save more rather than spending more? You know, it's okay to treat yourself. You can go out and get a bite to eat or order in or something like that. But do you need to do that every day? You know, could it be cheaper if you were to just do a, you know, go to the supermarket, buy a few things and then cook a few meals for yourself versus buying every meal outside somewhere? You know, stuff like that. So just kind of do a self-reflection on where you can save more money, and focus on the good things. Make that a conscious intention to focus more on the positive and not get distracted and sidetracked with everything else in the world, everyone else and their opinion and all that negativity, because all that is a distraction. That's just sidetracking you and not allowing you to move forward like you are trying to. Okay? So I hope this was the message that you needed to hear. And until next time, many blessings.